You don't have to prove anything anymore. Do you still carry that silent pressure that you have to prove your worth, the choices you've made, or prove that you matter in this world? Well, today I'm going to give you 15 solid reasons why you don't have to prove anything anymore. Stay tuned. Hi, and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. There comes a time in life when we realize that we don't have to prove anything to anyone anymore. When you think about it, we've already been there and done that. We've all been through a lot over these many years. So let me share these 15 reasons, and then hopefully, if you're still struggling with this, you'll be able to realize it's time to let that go. First of all, we have already lived decades. Boy, that sounds strange when you say it out loud. But honestly, some of us have raised children, had careers that we built over many years of hard work. We've loved, we've lost, we've buried people that we deeply loved. We've cared for aging parents and sick relatives. What else would we have to prove in this life? I mean, that speaks volumes about your worth and your character and who you are. I think it's time to let all that go. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the years you have left. You have nothing to prove. Next, your value is not up for debate. Your worth is not a job or a title. You're not on trial. Just because you're no longer raising children or maybe you've retired doesn't mean that you're not valuable anymore. You're valuable because you exist, because you're still here, because you did the hard things in life that has made you who you are today. Number three, you don't owe anyone your youth or your beauty. You don't have to stay thin. You don't have to be wrinkle free. You don't have to dress stylish. You don't have to do any of that. I mean, these wrinkles and gray hair and saggy skin and everything tell a story. And those stories are what gave us our strength in life today. You know, we're not a before and after, and there's nothing about us that has to be fixed. Number four, you've earned the right to rest and to slow down if that's what you choose. If you rest, that's not laziness. You don't have to hustle anymore. You don't have to justify why you take naps during the day if that's what you do. You don't owe that to anyone. Now, for me personally, I have not reached that point in life yet where I feel like I need to slow down. I know that it's coming and I'm going to dread it and I'm not going to like it, but it happens to all of us. So if that point has already come to you in your life, don't feel bad about it. You don't owe anybody an explanation. You have already paid your debt in full. So enjoy your life no matter where you're at with slowing down or not slowing down. Number five, you know who you are. You don't have to apologize for it. You don't have to convince anybody of it. You have earned your self respect through your own lived experiences. Number six, you're not in competition with anyone. That comparison game ended a long time ago. Let these young people deal with that. Let them go around comparing themselves to someone else and then trying to measure up. We've been there, done that. We don't have to do it anymore. I mean, isn't that a relief? Number 7, you've outgrown people pleasing. I know many of us have dealt with that, but we don't have to say yes anymore to things we don't want to do. We can say no, and no means no. We don't have to explain it. We don't have to come up with excuses. We don't have to people please anymore. Number 8, you've already proven your strength. If only people could see behind the scenes and see all the battles that you have fought throughout your life. You could have dealt with illnesses and had to start over, financial difficulties, heartbreak, divorce, death. The list goes on and on. You have been through so much over all these decades, and that built your character and your strength. There is nothing else to prove. Number 9, you don't need to keep up with all the trends. You can skip the makeup fads, the fashion hauls, and all the crazes that go around all the time. When we were in our heyday, maybe some of us did follow the trends or the makeup look that everybody was doing. We don't have to do that anymore. We know what we like, we know what we don't like. We're comfortable with how we look. That is such a relief, and it's so freeing to not have to deal with any of that anymore. We accept ourselves just the way we are. We like what we wear. We like the makeup we use, if we use any. And that's it. No more going out and running around and trying so hard to be accepted. We can accept ourselves. Number 10, you can let go of approval. Validation is not our fuel anymore. I can remember when I was younger, I was always seeking approval. I wanted to make sure that I was doing everything right and that people were pleased with me and that I made all the right decisions. Well, we never make all the right decisions, and we're never going to have everybody's approval, but we don't need it anymore. So it's time to let that go. Number 11, you've contributed more than enough through your work, through caregiving, through being there for your friends and family, through showing up for others. You've already made your mark. Number 12, you get to choose peace over performance. You can sit on your porch, sit on your patio, take a nice leisurely walk, sip your coffee slowly, whatever it is you want to do. You don't have to be productive all day long. Now, don't get me wrong, because if you are a productive person and it just suits you, that doesn't mean you don't have peace. I'm very productive. I love to clean, I love to iron, I love to organize and do household projects. But I don't do it because I feel guilty for not performing. I don't have to perform. I do it because it suits me. And all the while, I have peace in my life. So remember that peace is a choice. It's something you have to choose, or you're never going to have it, no matter what you're doing. Number 13, You don't have to explain your past. No matter what you did or didn't do, it doesn't matter. It made you who you are today. The past is the past, whether you had a good one or a bad one. Just celebrate who you are today, all the gains and accomplishments you've made in life, and leave it at that. That's why they call the past the past. Number 14, you deserve joy without justification. If you want to buy yourself flowers, if you want to eat ice cream for supper or a piece of cake for breakfast, you deserve to enjoy your life. You don't have to justify it. In my last video, a couple people left comments that I think one girl had eaten ice cream with chocolate chips on it for lunch, and another girl had, I think it was ice cream with Reese's Pieces on it and things like that. And it was just wonderful. Instantly, it brought a smile to my face because I thought, wow, they're really enjoying life. We can't always do the right thing, can we? And we shouldn't have to. You do not need a reason to enjoy life. Just do it. And number 15, oh, I like this one the best of all. You are finally free to just be. No titles, no jobs, no striving, no running around like a crazy person. You are free, you are enough, and you are alive. You just get to be, and that is enough. Now I'd like to hear from you. What are you done proving? Let me know in the comments section. You are not here to prove. You are here to live. And maybe for some of you, for the first time, you feel safe and okay about letting that sink in. And finally, having the free spirited life that you've always dreamed of. Well, now I'm going to leave you with an inside beauty tip. My inside beauty tip comes from Galatians 1:10. Am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Paul was trying to make a bold declaration, and that is that you can't please people and God at the same time. He had been accused of watering down the gospel to make it more acceptable to people. And basically, his response was saying, I'm not here to impress people. I'm here to be faithful to God, even if that means I'm misunderstood or judged. So, what does this verse mean for you and for me? Well, for me, it's a very liberating truth because you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. You don't have to ask permission or seek anybody's permission to live the life you want. And you can stop performing and apologizing and worrying about what other people think. Living for God's approval means peace, purpose, and rest instead of exhaustion from trying to please everyone else and meet the world's expectations. This verse from Galatians reminds me that if I'm still seeking approval from people, then I've lost sight of the one I really serve. After all these years, I know who I serve, and it is not the opinion of the world. I can tell you that. God sees me, He loves me, and he values me. That is all the approval that I will ever need. I thank you so much for being here today. I truly do appreciate it. And until we meet again, this is the old girl signing out. See ya.